My name is Mitchell Hebert. I am 24 years young. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm here to share my smile with the world and hopefully bring a smile to your face. So hopefully you're out there smiling, showing those pearly whites, and just helping others bring a smile to their face. So again, today I want to talk about nothing to gain and nothing to lose. So I'm just kind of curious or asking you, what if you had nothing to gain and nothing to lose? What do you have? It's kind of a bold statement, I guess you could say. I mean, you literally have nothing to gain and nothing to lose. So that kind of brings me to my topic that I want to talk about today, and this is Stoicism or Epicurean. And how many of you have ever heard of these words before? They're Greek and Roman words from ancient philosophies or philosophers, and Epicurean was a Greek philosopher, or this word came from a Greek philosopher named Epicurus. And these people, they lived, their greatest good was pleasure. So they kind of just lived modestly, and that's what they thought. The greatest good was pleasure. So in a sense, I kind of relate that to today's world of just kind of living in the moment and for today, not really worrying or planning for your future. And the other one here is Stoicism, or someone who is stoic, and this is also, an older word, but it's basically these people endured pain and hardships, and that was for the fact that they just, kind of just lived more or less. They lived in this pain for basically like a better tomorrow. So that's kind of their philosophy with their meaning behind Stoicism. So I see these kind of as they kind of go hand in hand, because today, a lot of people live in the moment for today, which is awesome. I highly respect that. And there's also people who do a lot today for a better tomorrow. So it kind of goes hand in hand, I believe, because to be honest, I myself have lived day by day, month by month, year by year, whatever, most of my life. And it was, I lived for the greatest good of pleasure. I didn't really worry about the future or what was to come. And life was awesome, not going to lie. But then again, as I grew older, there was some things that shifted in my mind and in my life, and I was, adulting, so to speak. And I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this before, but maybe there was go back to your childhood. You're a child, you're free to be and live how you wanted to be. And how awesome was that, right? We were all smiling and being happy, enjoying and loving life. And then something hit us, I don't know if it was maybe high school or college for some of you, but then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I have to take care of myself. That's funny, right? So maybe you guys can relate to this, but that's kind of what happened to me. And mine hit me a little bit later in life because I did not go to college, and I ended up investing into myself and who I was becoming through self-learning, starting to do personal development programs and all these things. And this is really when my Stoicism hit me. And that was because I was enduring pain and these hardships, and really digging into myself and having these because I wanted a better tomorrow. So there comes a point, I think, where you have to be a little bit of both, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but there is some things that you can do today to have a better tomorrow. And that's why I love kind of this topic a little bit, because I think they go hand in hand. It's how we should live. We should live for pleasure, but then again, we should also live in some pain and some discomfort to have a better future for ourselves. And that's why I respect a lot of people who actually do go to college and those things, because they're experiencing hardships, pain, because they have so much on their plate, but they're planning for their future. But in that process, you can also be Epicurean, because you can enjoy the pleasures in life. So that's why I think they can go hand in hand. And, the Stoicism was basically a school of philosophy, and that's part of the concept of just learning. I think that's how I relate it, just the school of investing into your brain and who you're becoming. So with all this said, the topic was nothing to gain, nothing to lose. And I think these two topics can kind of relate to this title in a sense where, You have nothing to gain, you have nothing to lose. So you can live in the pleasure of today, but also live in some pain and discomfort for a better tomorrow. So I love that, and throughout my journey, life's been a roller coaster, has its ups and downs, and I think we've all experienced this before in life. And some things that happened in my life is why, I started having some of this pain and this discomfort. And I started losing some of this Epicurean in me, which brings me back to my childhood. I kind of found myself again over the past couple weeks, actually, and it really brought out the better part of me that I've been missing. And with all this pain and discomfort, it's been very difficult to continue to move forward. And this is me being a little authentic with all of you guys because, we all have these hardships in life, this pain that we go through. And I just want to let you know that I have been there and I was there. And I'm letting you know today now that I've been able to find and overcome some of these obstacles in my life where I've been able to kind of bring some of this Epicurean back into me, which has been awesome because, I'm living in pleasure, but I'm also still enduring some of that pain and these hardships to continue to grow forward in life. So throughout my journey, there's a quote that has stuck with me, and it's by Wayne Dyer, and he says, the highest form of ignorance is denying something you know absolutely nothing about. And I love that because throughout my journey, I have been pushed away. I have lost friends. I have became more distant with family, whatever. And it's been very interesting. And it's because of what I'm doing. And some of you know what I'm doing. Some of you may not. And I just want to relate this quote to those who don't know, because that is part of why you might have some of this pain and discomfort in your life, because you're not trusting your process. You're not trusting other people. And if all you have is your word, then who are you going to trust, aside from yourself? And I just want to throw that out there today and just, be a little authentic with all of you and be a little real and understand that there's these things out there in the world. There's people out there in this world that are literally willing to do anything for you. And people just live in so much ignorance where they're uncertain. They just push people away because they don't know. And there's what I've learned, there's three types of, knowing or don't knowing in our life. There's things we know. And there's things that we know we don't know. That's why we have Google. And then we have things we don't know. And if you don't know, then you'll never know. And that's why you need people in your life who are mentors and coaches that can find those blind spots in your life. And if you're going to push someone away because you don't know what they may know, then what are you going to learn? Absolutely nothing. So I'm kind of just expressing today that you can live Epicurean all you want. You can live for the greatest good of pleasure day by day. But if you don't endure some pain and discomfort, then you're not going to continue to grow forward in life. So I'm kind of just expressing that today, that you have nothing to gain, you have nothing to lose, so what do you have? And I'm going to kind of leave it right there and let that sink in for all of you. Maybe you can relate to some of this, or maybe you got some value. I'd be curious, but let me know. And again, I just want to express that. So I want to let you all know that I do love you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. All of you. Even if I don't know you, I'm a loving, caring person. And regardless of any outcome, I just want to let you know that I'm here. I'm here to share my light, my smile with the world, and you guys can take it or leave it. So, again, I love all of you, and remember to keep smiling. God bless, and have a beautiful, blessed day. And maybe you can do something today for a better tomorrow, but remember that you should live in some pleasure as well. So I'm not denying or hating on either one of these two sides of this coin, I guess, Epicurean or Stoicism, but just to know and understand that there are these two sides. And, this can be the concept of light and dark, left and right, up and down, whichever way you're going in life. So that's kind of the message for today. And Brian, you're welcome. Thank you, my brother, for tuning in with me today. And anybody else who have tuned in, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And those of you who are on the replay as well, thank you. So again, much love. Keep smiling. God bless, and have a wonderful day. All right. We'll talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye.